Ready, set, it's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on. We raise the roof all day, every day.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters.
It's 12 o'clock from Yesman Radio, the First Media Academy Radio. Good afternoon and welcome to Global News. In the headlines, Ekiti State Governor tests positive to COVID-19. Presidency disagrees as National Assembly asks service chiefs to resign. Recovered vehicles auctioned to Presidential Villa Ministries. Onyema, SGF ministers, other PTF members undergo tests. And Oyo opens all school. On the foreign scene, scientists report that airborne COVID-19 is likely infectious. In the world of sport, Ronaldo is fastest player to score 50 goals in Spain, Italy, England. Now the news in detail. My name is Olatunde Ido. Good afternoon. Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi has tested positive for COVID-19. The governor, who confirmed his status on his Twitter handle, saying this was his third COVID-19 test. Details will be brought to you in our subsequent bulletin. The senators asked heads of the country's armed forces to step down following the killings of soldiers fighting insurgency and banditry in parts of northern Nigeria. But the presidency, in its reaction, disagreed, saying it is the prerogative of the president to appoint and sack the service chiefs. Debating a motion moved by the chairman, Senate Committee on Army, Senator Ali Undume, the upper chamber of the National Assembly and service chiefs should leave for new ideas to handle the nation's security challenges. Undume said his motion tagged matter of urgent national importance was on the rising number of casualties among the Nigerian armed forces and other security agencies. The call by the senator came barely a month after the president of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, met with the president over the rising insecurity in the country. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, and other members of the PTF have taken the COVID-19 test. The development was sequel to the disclosure by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and PTF member Geoffrey Onyema that he had tested positive for COVID-19. Onyema, the first federal cabinet member to test positive, announced the status on his Twitter handle on Sunday after he told the national coordinator, Dr. Sani Aliu, the Minister of Health, Dr. Sage Ehinare, his inferior counterpart, Rauf Arabashola, Aviation, Sirika Heidi, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Services, Ajia Sadia Farouk, and the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, amongst others. Findings also showed that 3 journalists covering the PTF media briefing had earlier tested positive for the virus. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control yesterday said it had set up 5 new COVID-19 test laboratories in the country. The new centers will be located at Edo Specialist Hospital, Benin, ATBU Teaching Hospital, Bauchi, Rivers Indorama Company, Molecular Lab, State Specialist Hospital, Amachara, Abia, and University of Abuja, Gwagwalada. The NCDC in a statement said the development brought the total number of laboratories in its molecular laboratory network to 58. At the moment, the country has 46 PCR diagnostic machines and 12 gene expert laboratory. Oyo State government has cancelled the third term for the 2019-2020 academic session for primary and secondary schools. With the development, pupils are to be promoted based on their academic performance in first and second terms of the suspended sessions. The directive formed part of decisions reached at the State Executive Council meeting held yesterday. A source in the Ministry of Education, who was privy to the meeting and pleaded anonymity, explained that the decision to review the calendar and especially cancel the third term was advocated by Governor Seyi Makinde and discussed by the council. According to the source, the governor was more concerned about the need to ensure that the pupils were not exposed unnecessarily and strongly advocated their safety as the state battles the COVID-19 pandemic. A statement by the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Olasukomi Olaleye, said terminal classes pupils, including Primary 6, Junior Secondary School 3 and Senior Secondary School 3, are to proceed on holiday from July 30 and resume for their examination, whose detailed was released in the revised academic calendar. And going straight to the foreign scene, operatives of the Italian police force known as Polizia di Stato have arrested no fewer than 15 Nigerians and members of the Eye confraternity. In an operation dubbed Persia, which ended yesterday morning, the members of the gang were also accused of intimidating young girls into prostitution, money laundering, amongst others. In a statement, the Italian police force said members of the Eye cult, which had roots in Nigeria, have a series of international contacts in France, Germany, Belgium, Sweden, and other European countries. Eye is a mythological bird of the Nigerian tradition, and members of the cult tend to be in it for life once initiated. The police had got a tip-off from a disgruntled member of the group who was brutalized after violating some of the codes of the cult. The Operation Persia officer was thus deployed to the suspect's hideout and coven, where they arrested 15 of them, while 4 others are at large. The statement read in part, the 15 people detained by order of the L'Aquila District Anti-Mafia Directorate are of Nigerian nationality. And going straight to the world of sports, Cristiano Ronaldo is eyeing more records as Juventus head for Udinese tomorrow with a 9th consecutive Serie A title within their grasp. Ronaldo scored a double on Monday against Lazio to bring his tally to 51 Serie A goals since arriving in Turin in July of 2018. The 35-year-old not only became the first player to achieve a half-century of goals in Italy, Spain and England, was also the fastest doing so in 61 league games. Last year, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner scored 21 goals in his first season in Italy, but thanks to his brace against Lazio, he brought his tally to 30 this term with 4 games remaining. Another goal will see him match former Italy World Cup winner Felice Borrell, who was the last player to score 31 goals for Juventus in the 1933-34 season. For Ronaldo, the title of top scorer is up for grabs as he is currently level on 30 with Lazio's Ciro Immobile, and he could even overtake Bayern München's Roberto Lewandowski, the top scorer in Europe with 34 goals in the Bundesliga this season. And that'll be all on Global News, but before I go, let me bring you a recap of the stories I brought to you earlier. In the news, we told you that Ekiti State Governor tests positive to COVID-19. Presidency disagrees with National Assembly asking service chiefs to resign. Recovered vehicles sanctioned to presidential villa. Ministries discredited to Magu. Oyema, SGF, ministers, other PTF members undergo tests. Oyo opens all schools. And on the foreign scene, we brought you this news. Scientists report that airborne coronavirus is likely infectious. And in the world of sport, Ronaldo is fastest player to score 50 goals in Spain, Italy, and England. The news was produced and edited by Banker Bello Arilewo and delivered by Olatunde Ido. Many thanks for listening. Do join us again by 6 p.m. when we bring you a comprehensive news package. In the meantime, the Yoruba version comes up immediately after this. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.